Good evening and welcome to today's Parent Information Evening for Year 3. I'd like to begin today with the Acknowledgement of Country. We respectfully acknowledge the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation as the traditional owners of the land in which we stand, and pay our respect to elders past, present and emerging. It is upon their ancestral lands, here on the Bay of Mindarup, on the Derbarl Yerrigan, that Methodist Ladies College stands. We acknowledge the contributions of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians and non-Indigenous Australians to the education of children and people in this country. My name's Lisette Rooney and I'm the Year 3 teacher at MLC. I'm personally passionate about learning, inspiring and teaching our girls of the future, teaching them to achieve their best, be their best, strive for success and enjoyment in learning and discovery. In addition to me in the classroom, I have the assistance of 2 experienced teachers who share each do a morning from Monday to Friday. These highly experienced qualified educators ensure that we are able to support each of our girls. As MLC, we'd like to talk about our vision and just give you an idea of our vision of where we are. We really are the international leaders of holistic learning and teaching, with our mission being to mentor motivated learners to choose purposeful futures. Our values are based on integrity, mastery, enterprise and justice. And our inspiration motto, per adua adulta, is through striving to the heights in which we inspire our girls to do every day. Looking at communication, I'd like you to direct you to our communication that we have with you day to day. There are 3 core platforms. We look at the handbook, which gives you a really sequenced list of any topics that you'd like to link you through to where you need. You also have the Wyvern, which is our weekly whole school newsletter. And these are all available on the My MLC portal. Our third one being Connect Sector, which links you more to your actual assessment, feedback, timetable, academic reports and calendars. And again, the college calendar you can also get through My MLC portal. But what I would recommend, given you're getting those 3 directions, is to download the My MLC app. This really puts everything in one place. It also directs and personalises your feedback to your year group. So the My MLC map is a great source, if you can download it, an easy one-stop shop. The only other, in addition to that, I send out a weekly overview, which gives you an academic insight as to what's happening in the week ahead across the curriculum, and just prepares for you girls for any extra exercises that is personalised and specific to the Year 3 group. Looking at our philosophy in Year 3, we talk about knowing our students, and that is every girl in every lesson and every day, knowing what turns them on, how to excite them, how to get them to embrace it and get the best out of their learning. The differentiation is the way in which we actually tailor our instruction and prepare to meet their learner needs so they can meet their potential. And our learning environment is about creating, for me, it's about creating and supporting a safe, welcoming and warm classroom that is prepared and ready for their learning and interaction. You find our Year 3 timetable here. Each of the girls I've sent one home and there's one in each of the girls' diaries, and that covers off what we do. Within our curriculum this year, we'll focus in maths. We have the strands of number and algebra, measurement, data and statistics, and geometry. In English, our strands are reading and viewing, speaking and listening, writing and creating. Within HASS, we break that down to the humanities and social sciences, of civics and citizenships, of geography and history. With science, we have our physical sciences, our chemical, biological, and then we do earth and space sciences. Health encases all of the things to recognise our emotions, self-regulation, friendships, and protective behaviours. In digital and design technologies, we cover off the learning netiquette, understanding how to safely explore the web, designing, creating, and development of products, services, and environments. In terms of assessment and reporting, we run parent-teacher interviews in Term 1 and Term 3, around week 10. We conduct open classrooms in Term 2. Our formal reports are happening in Semester 1. For Semester 1, happen at the end of Term 2, and for Semester 2, at the end of Term 4. And we share with you work samples after week 5 every term. NAPLAN tests identify whether all our students have the literacy and numeracy skills that provide critical foundation for their learning and for their products and rewarding participation in the community. Students are assessed using common national tests for reading, writing, language, conventions, and numeracy. What we have to be really clear is NAPLAN is not a test of content. It tests skills in literacy and numeracy that are developed over time through the school curriculum. Knowing that excessive test preparation using previous tests is not useful, as they're not tests that students can really prepare for. In saying that, within the classroom environment, we certainly give examples and opportunities for them to have test-like situations, so there's no big surprises on the day, and they're actually able to share all that they know in a comfortable environment, something that they feel prepared for. This year, NAPLAN goes online. We, in our classrooms, have been preparing for this, ensuring that they are using on a daily basis their one-to-one technology and regularly typing and writing their creative writings. NAPLAN commences in Term 2, Week 4, between the 10th of May and 20th of May. All assessments are run, and if you've missed one, we make it up within that time period. The results return to us in late Term 3, and these are distributed directly to parents and caregivers, and it gives us a great insight of what the children know and what their gaps are for the future, but it's not something that helps us in day-to-day learning. Home learning, homework, whatever you'd like to call it, is what we do to ensure that our children are carrying through and consolidating what they are learning at school. With our home audits, I'm really focused on the girls making time for reading as a daily reading habit. And it's important for you to listen to your daughter read on a regular basis and checking her comprehension of her reading by regularly asking questions or getting her to ask you some questions. Diary is key for signing in and adding that reading log and for communication and preparation tool. Within our spelling, we also send these home. I personally get the girls to write up their own lists and make sure to share them with you, as well as spelling mastery folders for those with any key gaps. Later on this year and term, we'll be starting to focus on our times tables and alternatively their division tables, looking at their 2s, 3s, 5s and 10s will be our initial curriculum focus for this year. The importance of this is consolidating that learning and getting that speed and automaticity that gives them the strength in their numerical learning. As mentioned before, technology use is part of our day-to-day learning. We have one-to-one iPads, and we reinforce our education on cyber safety. Our learning applications include Literacy Planet, Bug Club, iMaths, Hot Maths, Typing Club, Renaissance, and Myon. The Renaissance and Myon helps us to assess their understanding of their reading comprehension and their fluency, and the Myon gives them access to what I like to call to the girls is like your own Kindle library with personal recommendations. And Teams is our central platform for communicating and conducting our lessons, particularly if we ever go online. We also utilise standard search apps for research, referencing and questioning information or things that we don't yet know about to do our learning discoveries. We are also creating and presenting and using design and technology applications such as PowerPoint, Wordle, Storybook, iMovie, Pic Collage and Keynote. I encourage the girls to embrace other co-curriculars outside of the school. We offer a wide range of curricular activities that give great opportunities for personal enrichment. You can view and get hold of these through your My MLC app, which give you a range of sporty, academic and hobbies and other interesting co-curricular activities. I personally am running a mindfulness club, which the girls are always welcome to join for years 3 to 6. So hop online and see if there's anything that inspires you or your daughter. The girls have timetabled specialist lessons in the following areas each week. We've got music, PE, art, Chinese, dance, library and religious studies. In classroom music, students learn the music theory and performance skills necessary to read, write, create and perform music. The classroom music program is supported by an extensive instrumental music program which allows girls to receive individual tuition on a musical instrument and to engage in a vast array of co-curricular performing ensembles. In Semester 1, all Year 3s receive a funded paired lessons on an orchestral string instrument as part of the music curriculum, as well as rehearsing together weekly to develop these ensemble skills. In Semester 2, the students form a choir, rehearsing each week and performing at the music concert and other college events. I encourage you, if you have any further queries, to contact the Music at My MLC email. Our performing ensembles include Archetti and Sinfonetta, and then our choir from Semester 2. Instrumental lessons are available. In addition to this, instrumental lessons are available for kindergarten to Year 6 students as well as Year 7s to 12, right through. Lessons are available from piano, violin, viola, cello, double bass, harp, guitar, bass guitar, flute, clarinet, oboe, bassoon, saxophone, trumpet, trombone, French horn, tuba, percussion, and voice. Individual lessons are 40 minutes and are timetabled on a rotating schedule throughout the days. Please see your parent handbook for fee structure and enrolment forms. Before or after school lessons, I have to say, are noted and reserved for Year 11 and 12 students. Kindergarten to Year 4 students, including our Year 3 students, are collected and returned to their classrooms by the tutors. The funded programs that were already inclusive are our Year 3 Stings, where all students receive a funded lessons on their violin, viola, cello or double bass. For PE, we have Amanda Hops, who heads up our PE department in the junior years and is also taking the girls for the lessons, 3 lessons of the 10-day cycle. We have each Tuesday and every Friday, day 10. For PE this term, the girls are focused on swimming. Next term, we look at gymnastics and object control. Term 3 is athletics and fitness, and term 4 is focusing on striking. For this term, because the girls are swimming, they still wear their PE uniform and they should start every PE day with their PE uniform on in Year 3. And for this term, while they're doing swimming, they bring their swimming bags as has been done. The PE carnivals we've got this year, term 1 is our swimming gala for Year 3 specifically, which is a great day on Friday the 1st of April. In term 2, we have the inter-house cross country on the Friday the 24th of June. Term 3 is the jigsaw cross country, Years 3 to 6 on the 6th of September. And in term 4, we have the inter-house athletics carnival on Wednesday the 12th of October. For visual arts, we have Joanne Fellow-Smith running it. Year 3 students come to this creative space weekly to investigate and create with art elements, space, shape, line, colour and texture. The girls learn about different artists, environmental and cultural art, mediums looking at the textiles, clay, paint, artistic techniques and creative processes. Girls who love art are encouraged to extend their practice outside of school hours for fun and are welcome to send photos and their artworks to share through teams. For language at MLC, we focus on Chinese, Mandarin specifically. the little empresses learn Chinese in the Imperial Palace of MLC. The Year 3 little empresses attend one lesson per week. Little empresses in Year 3 learn Mandarin as a spoken Chinese language. The focus is on communicating in simple Chinese language, interacting and socialising orally with Empress Wu and other little empresses to exchange information about themselves, their family, interests and leisure activities. They copy and use context-related vocabulary and apply some first elements of grammar in simple spoken and written texts. Language and culture learning takes place through songs, rhymes, fun activities, games, books, and in-depth study of special Chinese festivals throughout the year. In the dance studio, the students' imagination can truly run free. Dancers are encouraged to fuse creativity with learned movement skills into performance pieces. In the performance process, students will develop fundamental skills such as confidence, cooperation, and social inclusion. The curriculum concepts are components of fitness, body awareness, coordination, control, and balance. The elements of dance focus on body, energy, space, and time, with choreographic tools looking at improvisation and structure, and the dance context considering the purpose of dance, form, and different times. In Year 3, students extend their exploration and improvisation skills to create dance that tells a story. They are introduced to the fourth element of dance, energy, and continue to experiment with select body, space, and time to organise a dance sequence. In religious studies, the girls have Kale Van Asselt. They consider some of the biggest and most important questions of life and how we should live, addressing issues like what should we value most, what makes a person great, who should I love and care for and why, and what is fairness. Our beliefs shape the way we live, so we need to think about them. Jesus and the Christian worldview gives us a great deal of insight to these questions, and we also uncover answers through some of the major world religions and philosophies. Our friendly Lorna Dixon library staff aim to promote the importance of reading for enjoyment, develop a reading of culture and a lifelong love of learning, and celebrate stories with students through major events such as Book Week, National Simultaneous Storytime, visiting creative workshops, house reading events, and the Western Australia Young Reader Book Awards. In addition to this, the library is open after school till 4 p.m, so there's always an opportunity for the girls to go to the library to read further books or do further studies or play with games and other activities in the library. They provide a lovely, welcoming, caring and inclusive environment for all the girls to enjoy. General information for Year 3. So, interviews and appointments. I'm always available and more than happy to meet with you at any time to discuss your daughter's progress. Please don't hesitate to see me, or at this stage, please email me and contact me via email or a phone call. You can leave a message. Anything that you need me, please know that I am available, and I'd much prefer you get it while something's bothering before it escalates. Smart riders. Feel free to get your daughter a Smart Rider card for use on public transport. They can also use this in the cafe. I just want to emphasise that in the cafe is not somewhere that they can go during the day. During recess and lunch, that's not an option, but before school, that is an option. They can use a cafe. For those people who would maybe do running club or a co-curricular like that, that is an option for them to go and get some of their breakfast or morning tea before they begin the day. Applications are available from me through the classroom, and the girls know about this, so please don't hesitate to get one from me. Uniform. How the girls wear their uniform is an expression of pride in both themselves and our college. Summer uniform is worn during terms 1 and 4. Winter uniform is worn during terms 2 and 3. Students must be neat and tidy in appearance at all times. Only complete summer and winter uniforms may be worn outside of the college grounds. Physical education uniform can only be worn on the campus when your daughter has a PE class, not if she has a co-curricular class. She can wear what she'd had, say, for the running club and then get changed first thing in the morning before she comes to class. Hair on the shoulder and longer must be neatly tied back. If you like any more information on the uniforms, I strongly encourage you to go and check out the handbook and go to the uniform lookbook. Frequently asked questions. What do I do if I notify if my daughter is late or absent? In case of student absent, can I please ask you that you email myself and absentees? This gives us an opportunity so we both know what's happening and we're on the same page. If you are just late and you come in, then please just sign in as you enter to ensure that we recognise that it is late and it's not an absentees. And what if my daughter is at school before 8:20am? There is OSH before and after school care available, so if you need any inquiries on that. Alternatively, if they're coming between 8 and 8:20, they're welcome to sit outside of my classroom before the classroom doors open at 8:20. Please refer to the handbook or contact Mrs. McLarty for any more information on that. If your daughter needs to leave the campus early, you need to come and collect her directly and sign her out of the junior years or email me. I'll make sure that either Mrs. McLarty will collect her or I'll get her to the reception ready for pickup. Where can I, in terms of finding information about uniform requirements, I did just mention this, that would be on my MLC lookbook. What do I want to do if I want to take my child out for a prolonged period, an extended holiday? Please can you complete a request for planned student absence form, which is also available in the handbook, and that it's our policy not to provide catch-up work if you elect to take your daughter on holiday during the term. What should I do if I have a problem concerning my daughter's education? Please contact me if there's anything that's bothering you or any concerns you have or something you've noticed. Personal, academic, social, come to me first. If you're not feeling it's resolved or you need some further detail, please don't hesitate to contact Georgina Blackburn, our assistant. So I think it's really now for me to just thank you for listening and taking the time to hear the presentation. I hope it's given you a little insight into Year 3 and how we operate as a close-knit team. Our two other teachers that join me are qualified teachers, Shannon Rose and Karen Hall. They join me for the morning sessions. My contact details are here. Mrs. Lisette Rooney, email lrooney@mlcw.wa.edu.au, and here are the following emails, including Kylie's, Georgina's, Fiona, and absentees. Thank you.